What? I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. Woo!
Wrestling Podcast. Let's go to start with this. He is broken in half.
And you are just a buck-toothed Nepo baby who ate dog food for a weird old man.
Yeah.
Just when they think they got the answers, I change the questions.
Did he do it? Cover!
Oh, and a kick out.
Unbelievable.
I will never retire.
I'm too hot to handle and too cold to hold. And I am the Macho King Randy Savage.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
It's me, Austin. Whoa!
Bang! Jacob 5-2 is all gas. No brakes with it. Yada mean fire.
I said WWE stands for.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hey, yo, Pro Wrestling Podcast listeners, welcome to the show where we don't sing it, we bring it. Help us out and click subscribe to show your support. Are you sick and tired of dropping $60 to $100 for the next great wrestling video game? Stop immediately. Go to Wrestler Unstoppable, available totally free. Create a wrestler, sign contracts, get into storylines, headline PLEs, even build your own corporation from the ground up, all included in Wrestler Unstoppable, available totally free. That's app.wrestlerunstoppable.com. If you want to become a member of the Pro Wrestling Podcast family, you want your name in the shout-outs like Emily and John in Texas, then you got to check out the Patreon page at patreon.com/Pro Wrestling Podcast. Sign up today. Don't forget we got loyalty rewards. If you are a $15 a month contributor, you get to co-host a show with me. $7.50 a month, you get entered into a drawing to also co-host an episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Pro Wrestling Podcast. If you've got questions, comments, something you want me to touch on in the future episode, give me a call, give me a shout. Pro Wrestling Sound Off line 267-642-1160, and we will get to those questions or comments in a future episode. Jumping into WWE news tonight, John Cena says that his announcement at Backlash will shock the foundation of WWE. This is the thing I hate about all these types of announcements and things like that. They never live up to the hype. The only thing John Cena could announce that would shock the foundation of WWE would either be that they were being sold to like Vince McMahon and the Saudis, that he was returning to wrestling, or he's announcing a new WrestleMania announcement, which I would suspect is possible that he may announce WrestleMania going to the United Kingdom after they go next year to Saudi Arabia. That's the only things I could wrap my brain around that would shock the foundation of WWE. If it's not going to be anything like that, then no matter what he says, it's not going to shock the foundation of anything. That's overhype, and then when it doesn't deliver on the hype, people are going to be frustrated. I hope whatever it is a big deal. I hope whatever they do, people understand that this is, you know, modus operandi for TKO now. Hype everything up, get the maximum views, maximize profitability, and if they give you a letdown, they don't care if you walk away. That's what their own leadership has said in the past. They don't care if they lose some of their viewers, as long as the bottom line is still at the top of the food chain. So whatever it is, what it is, which is interesting for an organization that this week has been, you know, in the last 2 weeks has been cutting so many people, but then other people have been signing new contracts. We know that Triple H got a new contract at the same time that the New Day, Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, all these people were being cut. And now this week, Nick Khan signs a new multi-year deal to remain with WWE as their president through 2030, which will bring his tenure there to 10 years. So there is a quarterly earnings report that TKO files, and you can see in that report new terms of his deal. Nick Khan will receive a base salary of $2 million for this year, the year that ends December 31st. It will increase to $3 million annually from that period beyond, for starting in January 1st, 2027 until the end of the term. And then he is eligible for annual bonuses measured at 150% of his base salary for 2026 and 200% for the remaining years. He's also entitled to receive an equity award of $11 million worth of restricted stock units when he signs, as well as annually a target amount equal to $7.5 million more for 2026 and $8.5 million every year following. And then there's also a special award incentive, one time of $5 million. So when you look at this, Nick Khan is going to be making who knows how many millions, because that restricted stock units, those are worth significantly more than the $11 million they're giving him. because their stock has just been on skyrocketing for the longest time because of all this profitability stuff that is all they wrap their minds around. Under the deal, he does have non-disclosure, non-compete, non-solicitation agreements in place for 24 months if he is for some reason dismissed or departs the company. But signing somebody like him to a contract like this, Triple H last week with another huge contract, all while cutting talent just sometimes leaves a bad taste. Now, Dave Meltzer has reported that the WWE has the releases that they've done are over. That doesn't mean we're not going to hear more names released, but those names that would be released, they could still come out with some more, but those people would have already been notified and just been told not to say anything on social media or have not had their names removed from the website yet. What I find interesting is somebody pointed out on social media tonight that Shane McMahon's profile has been moved back to the active roster page tonight on WWE.com. Now, I have not personally verified that, but I saw multiple people posting about that. Makes you wonder what's going on with Shane McMahon. And then staying with the TKO theme, Mark Shapiro, the president of TKO, addressed the future of WWE and UFC events in Saudi Arabia. And it's not just WWE and UFC. It's also their Zuffa boxing that they started. So he made a special point to emphasize that there are events in 2026, despite what's going on in the Middle East, that they are going to be doing in Azerbaijan, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. He talks about that there are going to be more events, 6 more events in the Middle East across the 3 brands in the rest of 2026. And talked about how there's such a high demand in the Middle East because of their programming, and they are not backing off of this. So regardless of what's going on in the Middle East, there's a growing partnership with TKO in Saudi Arabia, and I don't believe that they're going to slow down. They're only looking at the money, and I almost wonder if they're even considering the safety of the talent. AEW's Jeff Jarrett talked about his concerns about the partnership, talking about it being a conflict, and he believes there's a combination between Saudi Arabia pushing for more shows, so the conflict doesn't seem as bad, and WWE chasing the money, leading to a growing partnership. And I don't disagree. I think Jeff Jarrett hits the nail on the head with that, and that's something to be concerned about. Let's go with another WWE story that hit today. Another former New Japan Pro Wrestling superstar, possibly headed to WWE. Earlier in the year, released in February, the thought process was they thought this talent would go to All Elite Wrestling, and now there's been a filing for Nox Raijin, a name that everybody thought was going to be used for Evil when he made his debut. Word is that is not the case. Now he's going to be Naraku, which is what he's going to be featured on NXT. And Body Slam is reporting that name, Nox Raijin, is instead potentially for Hiromu Takahashi, who, if you've never seen him perform in New Japan Pro Wrestling, this young man is incredible. He would fit very well with the NXT brand and eventually on the main roster. And it sounds like Hiromu Takahashi may be coming to WWE. That, with him coming to WWE, I have to wonder if Tetsuya Naito and Bushi might consider it as well in the near future. I would love to see all of them there because I think I'd like to see as many New Japan talents come to the United States and get premium looks and opportunities on a huge platform like that, if for no other reason, just to kind of boost New Japan's business, because New Japan essentially is becoming a farm system for AEW and WWE as of late. So, but congrats to Hiromu Takahashi if he is indeed coming to WWE. And one last tidbit I have to get into tonight, WWE related. Quattrero found guilty of attempted femicide against WWE's Stephanie Vaquer. And if you don't know what's going on with this, he was found guilty. His sentence is going to be announced Tuesday. He was arrested in 2023, basically going after Vaquer, alleging that he grabbed her by the neck, threw her against a wall, and all this stuff over messages that he was sending to an unknown party. And it was just not a good look. And without going into details, because I don't believe in doing that, there was photo evidence. It went to trial, and he has been found guilty. So it'll be curious to see what his punishment is and how he basically atones for his crime. But I'm thrilled for Stephanie Vaquer. Hopefully that brings some closure for her, and she can move forward with what she's dealing with right now, which is an injury in WWE that supposedly is going to keep her out 6 to 8 weeks. So we'll have to see how that plays out. That's all the time we have for this episode. Check back with us next episode where we run down the latest wrestling news and rumors. Special thanks as always to Suno for creating the music and sound effects we use in our show. Today's show is sponsored in part by Beazle Games. Bring a new friend to family game night. It's easy with Sketchy people. Showcase your artistic side in this game from Beazle Games by going to thegamecrafter.com and picking up your copy today. If you're looking for your next career move, Maybe you're thinking about college, university life. Maybe you just need some formal training for your next career decision. Maybe you're an adult learner returning to the schooling world. Go to our website at frolifeplanning.com for all your higher education needs, as Fro Life Educational Planning is for today, for tomorrow, and for life with Fro Life. I'm Fred Froelich, better known as Dr. Fro. I want to thank you for taking some time with us today. Until next time, take care, everybody. Have a great night.